Hello YouTube, I am going to do a quick video on Blender, and I am gonna show you the basics of how to use Blender. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start out with scale. So you highlight your object and you press S to scale it bigger or smaller, or you can oh, by the way, you gotta right click it to highlight it, and then you press S, and you can also make it bigger or smaller using, the number keys. Right click it again to cancel it out. You can move it like this. Press G. You can move it like that, or go G, then Y, and you can move it on the Y axis. Go G and then X, and you can move it on the X axis. Then go G and Z, and you can move it on the Z axis. You can do that with scale too. Press S, scale it on the Y. You can make it bigger that way. Scale on the X, make it bigger or smaller that way. Scale on the Z, make it bigger and smaller. Okay. And then if you want to get rid of the object, you press X and you delete. And I'm not exactly sure how to make an object in this version of Blender without using the hotkeys, but in order to add an object in this version of Blender using the hotkeys, you hold down Shift and you press A. Then you can choose from the objects, and I mostly learned all this through trial and error. Anyway, a plane is just like a flat cube, or a square, in other words. And I think most of you know what a cube is. It's like a 3D version of a square. Most of you know what a circle is. A circle is a 2D version of a sphere. And the UV spheres is pretty self-explanatory. It's a 3D circle or a sphere, if you please. There's the iconosphere or the icosphere. and that's just, another version of the sphere. And then there's a cylinder, which is like a cup. And then there's the cone, which is like a 3D version of a triangle, or, like a pyramid. There's the torus, which is like a horse head, literally. There's a grid. I'm really not sure what that is. I'd have to play around with that. And then the monkey, that's just a monkey head. You can play around with that. Then there's the landscape. That's like an island. And they have other videos on YouTube about, how to use Blender. I'm not sure what the bolt is. I'm not sure what the single vert is. Round cube, not sure what that is. But I'm guessing it's just a sphere math function. Not sure what that is. Pipe joints, okay, they're like pipes, I know what those are. And then gears, they're, just gears, like little cogs or whatever you want to call them. And then there's a torus object. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm guessing they're, parts of either parts of the horse or, different versions of the torus. And then extras, you got the diamond, you got your star, you got your pyramid, you got your honeycomb, teapot, Menger sponge, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows what that is. You can import images, you kinda gotta drag it and drop it onto a mesh or an object, whatever you want to call it. And then your grease pencil, you really can't write on anything. I mean, if you write on your mesh, it's not gonna stick to the mesh. It won't move with the mesh. Anyway, your grease pencil is basically just a marker. Okay, so